2 right now.
December, week 2, language, 3rd grade, lesson 4, and it's sentence analysis with subject, verb, object. Okay? Not if you like the picture. The horse coming out of a house.
Yes.
All right. Very naughty horse.
No.
No, yes. Wait, what?
You like that one? Come on, Gage, that one's hilarious.
I can't see it. No.
It's a cow smooching another cow.
No. Yeah.
Oh, Ruben, you're gonna love this one.
Nope.
Hey, what I don't like is when you say no. You can just nod or shake. Yeah. It's a very big muffin. It's using its proboscis to suck nectar out of that flower. Wouldn't that be fun to do?
Will not hit somebody.
That looks like our world right now, doesn't it?
No.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Well, we've gotten a lot of snow, and then when the sunlight comes, it's like that very milky light.
We don't like sunlight.
Isn't that pretty?
Wait, a swan. It looks like
A swan in a very, very icy place. I don't know.
like the North Pole.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like Alaska.
Fish. There's some fish swimming.
Actually, I think I've been there.
So now, on the sentences, you guys, the sentences have 2 parts. And the first part is going to have a start at the beginning, and then it's 2 phrases that you put together to make a sentence. The second phrase has the start at the end. Do you see the difference? So these ones have the start at the beginning, and these have the start at the end. So we'll start with the beginnings. A shimmering waterfall.
We didn't pick that
I
one.
picked it though.
A tiny little turtle. Got it?
I like the
A
one.
goofy cow.
We didn't pick it.
A golden pond.
No.
Oh. Yeah. A beautiful white swan. The red stunt planes. An old horse. The lioness. The 2 speckled trout. Yep, you guys picked that. 2 large moths. Okay. Now we gotta find the ending phrases to turn it into sentences. Make smoky trails. Good. 2 stumped things. Reflect the twisted trees. They're at the golden pond. Nuzzles her friend. That was the cow. Yeah, we didn't pick it. Carries her cub. The lioness. Good job, you guys. Glides. I think it's the swan. I think it's that swan. Okay? Yeah. No, the turtle's not gliding. Swim. Good. It's the trout. Good. Cascades. So we didn't pick the waterfall, you guys. So we can't do that. Yeah. Hatches. Hatches. Who's hatching? The turtle. The little tiny turtle. Leaves a simple house. The horse. Sip nectar. Good. Okay. Now, do you guys remember this chart? Okay. So we're going to use this chart to help us make a sentence and analyze it. And there's also symbols in this little box that you can use. So let's do
The tiny little turtle.
the tiny little turtle hatches. And that one is different than all the others because it doesn't have an object. Actually, the only other one like that There's a beautiful white swan glides, and the two speckled trout swim. All of those have verbs with no object, okay? Only a subject. Subject is the noun family that's doing the action. Object is the noun family that's getting the action done to it. Andrew and Jude, I can hear you. Come in a lesson. So, what is the verb in a tiny little turtle hatches? Hatches. We're going to put a big red circle on hatches. And who is it that, or what is it that hatches? A tiny little turtle. We got a big black circle for the noun family that's doing the action. Remember what it's called? Subject. Good. And then you put a little black arrow going from the verb to the noun family that's doing it. Now we're going to write it. We're going to start with a big red circle in the middle of your line. And then you're going to write hatches for the verb. And then you're going to draw a pretty big black circle, almost as big as the red circle. And then you're going to write a tiny little turtle. That's a big noun family, isn't it? If the big sister adjective has a friend over, there's two adjectives in this noun family. So tiny and little are both adjectives. A tiny little turtle hatches. And then you're going to make an arrow to the noun family that's doing the action. And again, that's called the subject. Right, the subject, a tiny little turtle. Don't forget to make the arrow going from the verb to the big black circle. And so that black circle needs to be bigger. Okay? Your subject gets a big black circle, not a little one. We're going to do, so this verb, hatches, was not transitive, right? A tiny little turtle was not hatching something else. It was just hatching. So there's no object in this sentence. So let's look at another one. And I kind of love the lioness. Is that okay if we do that one?
Yeah.
She's carrying her cub, and it's just pretty cute how she's doing it. Believe it or not, I guess that doesn't hurt the cub.
Where was she riding?
Just right here on the back of his neck.
I think that cub is dead.
He's not. Okay, ready? We've got the lioness carries her cub. What is our verb? Carries. And we're going to put a big red circle on carries. And then we're going to write it under a big red circle in the middle of a line. So I'm going to a new line. Try and don't jam up against your other writing, okay? Keep it a nice space away. And we're going to write carries for the verb. Now looking at this chart, it says, who is it that carries? The lioness. It gets a big black circle. And we'll put the arrow going from the verb to that. You're going to draw a big black circle. adjective. The is an article, lioness is a noun. So this time the big sister is doing homework.
The big sister went to her friend's house.
Or she went to a friend's house.
Or she's in the bathroom.
So the lioness is doing the carrying. She's the subject. The cub is not carrying the lioness. Okay? The cub is not the subject. The lioness is the subject. Okay. Whom or what is being carried? The cub. And it says her cub. So this little guy is going to get a smaller black circle. And then you're going to write her, which is a possessive adjective, and cub. So this time there's no baby sister. Yeah.
Still in the bathroom.
The cub is the object, right? The object gets an action done to it. So if I say Miss Cammy holds her pen, what's the subject?
Pen. Oh, Miss Cammy.
Miss Cammy. Miss Cammy is doing the action. The pen is not holding me. Okay? What's the object?
The pen.
The pen. What's the verb? Holds. Holding takes energy. You're using muscles. If I say Gage wears a red jacket, what's the subject? Gage.
Gage
Good.
wears.
Gage is doing the wearing. What's the verb?
Wears.
Wears. Wearing takes energy. What's the object?
Jacket.
Jacket.
A red jacket. Good. Okay, so I think you guys are getting it. You will learn a lot more about subject, verb, object when you learn a foreign language, okay? Because words change in foreign languages according to whether they're the subject or the object. They get different endings. So you'll learn about that when you're older and learn language. If you learn Russian or Japanese or just some more Spanish. Okay? Yeah. All right. If you do this work, it says to do 6, and you just did 2 with me. So how many more?